Hey guys, it's Shy and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are gonna do a get ready with me focused around this look right here. I really wanted to do something fun. It is my first attempt ever at a half cut crease and it actually turned out, I think, really fun. I used a Peaches pigment in this video as well. Before we get started though, if you aren't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and join the party. You're already here anyway, so you might as well. And if you'd like, click that notification bell. It will keep you updated on all of my content and you will never miss a video. That being said, if you are curious on how I got this look right here, keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. I did already prep my skin with my Teami Vite C serum. I'm gonna quickly moisturize with my Bliss Drench to Quench moisturizer. This is my favorite, just so my skin can really let this soak in while we start on the eyes. I already have my brows done, and always bring your moisturizer down your neck. But I already have my brows done, and then I did just set my lid space, but that is all I have done, because I do think I want to do some sort of cut crease. Surprise, surprise. But I have so many pigments and fun things that I'm not quite sure where I want to go with this yet, but we're just going to start and just dive in. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my, let's see here, if I can grab the one that I want. Let me see, is it dirty? Nope, she's just stained. Okay, great. This is my BH Cosmetics number 5 brush, and I am using my Beauty Bay Identity palette. It has so many colors, and I think I'm going to take the transition shade from number 7 right here, and I'm going to start with that in the crease. And anytime you're doing a cut crease, like, don't worry about if something goes on your lid. It doesn't really matter because we're going to clean up that whole space anyway. And this brush just blends everything so beautifully. Oh my god. And I literally like have no idea what pigment color I want to go in with. I have all of my neon Helen E Cosmetics pigments in front of me. I have all my shimmery ones from Peaches makeup. I don't know. So we will see. So now that we have that shade down, I am just going to keep going back in with it to deepen it. Just little bits at a time. And I literally I have so little direction with my day that I'm still in my PJs, because I'm like, I don't even know, because I hate getting dressed and then end up doing something different with my makeup and then having to change. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this in my PJs with my wig on. We're just sitting here. So now that that is built up really beautifully, I am going to take a slightly smaller brush. This is my Peaches and Cream PC22 brush, and I'm just going to make sure that it's clear of product. It's this little tiny fluff brush, and I am going to start deepening my crease. I'm going to go in with this liner shade because I think it'll deepen it really beautifully. And putting a good amount on there and going right above my actual crease. So this will look really nice when we go in with that cut crease. I'm going to try to not take my cut crease up as high today. We'll see how that goes. It might be a disaster because I do have such a heavy lid space that it can make things pretty muddy pretty quick, but we are going to try. We are going to try fun new things. So really take your time going back and forth with these little brushes. These are perfect. Like, Peaches makeup makes the tiniest little brushes, which are so good for any type of detailing, any type, like, look at these little baby brushes. They're perfect. Perfect cut crease brushes, in my opinion. I love them. So just going back and forth. And then I'm gonna go back in with my BH Cosmetics brush with no additional pigment on it and just make sure that this is all nice and blended. The top part anyway. I don't really care if the bottom part is blended because we're going to cut it out. I am so sad. So the weather had gotten so beautiful in California again, like so nice the past few days. And then yesterday I went to get a manicure and my pedicure and it was downpour rain. So I'm like, what the hell? I just want it to be like nice weather again. I'm so over this. So now that we have that blended into there, I am going to cut the crease and then we'll kind of figure out what to do from there. So to cut my crease, I always go in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This just works beautifully, and my favorite brush to cut the crease is my AOA Studios E131 brush. It just gets like, see how flat it gets? And I really coat this pretty heavy because you want there to be a lot of concealer on your brush. And then I am gonna start right there, just kind of mapping out where I want to go with it. I always like to bring it in as well. And take your time. Really bringing the concealer in a downward motion is the trick. Okay, so first crease is cut. I did a cute little like half cut crease moment today. So I'm gonna work one eye at a time so we can really make sure that the pigment does stick. I'm gonna just take a tiny bit more concealer and just pat it over the initial space just to make sure that it is good and wet as a tacky space for the pigment. And anytime it goes right out here, the best thing to do is start using your finger to pat it down so that it'll be nice and blended in through there. So the pigment that I'm gonna go in with today is Rattlesnake, I think, from Peaches Makeup. This one is a really dope, like copper to green shift. And the brush that I am going to use to pack everything down is this cute little guy. This is the Peaches and Cream PC07 brush, just so I can get really nice and detailed in there. I'm gonna first start with just the pigment that is on the cap and look up and start packing this on. I mean, not looking up, look down. This is when you can tell that it's morning and I'm trying to function. And just really take your time packing. This pigment is so pretty. I am gonna switch to a different mirror though because I've been trying to use the Beauty Bay, but my wrist is killing me today, so I am going to switch to a different one. This is my little BH, or not BH, is this, I need coffee. I need coffee today, guys. This is my Becca bronzer little mirror. I need coffee so desperately. I had a cup, but it wasn't enough. So now that we have that down, I'm gonna do the same steps to the other eye and we will be right back. And here is both eyes with that laid down. Now I'm gonna go back into the Beauty Bay palette and I am going to take my PC22 brush and I'm gonna go back into that deeper shade again. And I am gonna tap right in through here just to really marry this all together. And the main thing is to tap, 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 tap. If you start blending, it can screw with the pigment. So really just take your time tapping. And also one thing is I'm gonna start going like this and bringing it outward. I'm gonna make a cut crease, or not a cut crease, a wing with this. So really dragging it outward. And again, just tap, tap, tap. So that we get that really cool gradient in through there. And just take your time building this up. No rush on anything, just tap, tap, tap. so that we have that. And then the next step is super duper easy. You grab a Neutrogena makeup remover wipe. This is my little trick. You can also use tape. The reason that I don't use tape is because my skin reacts weird to it, and I'm gonna move my camera because I bumped it. Oops. But just taking this and then figure out where you want your wing to necessarily go. Like if you want it more outward, upward, whatever you want to do there. I am gonna bring mine about right there. I like to really just take your time with it. And then also clean up anything that could have fallen under the eye. Just like that. So now that the top part of my eyes are done, we are gonna move on to the face, so then we can finish the bottom part of the eyes and so on. I am gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, just doing 2 pumps of this. This is the best primer on the planet. If you don't have it, I need you to pause this video and I need you to go get yourself it. It is everything. And it works really well for oily skin, dry skin, sensitive skin, everything. It's so good, guys. So this does have to get tacky, so I like to just give it a moment. Always going in with a fan does help as well. Who else loves Monique Hart? Because I live and breathe for her. So I am now going to go in with my foundation. Let's see, what shade am I today? Let's go in with Cream Beige. Wet n Wild Cream Beige Photo Focus Foundation. I always have to double check because I am self-tanned, but there's different levels of self-tan. There's like fresh day self-tan, there's a couple days later self-tan, there's I didn't put enough and I'm still pale self-tan, you know? So I'm going in pretty heavy, per usual. I love full coverage. And then I am going to just use my Real Techniques little sponge and just start bouncing this into the skin. And I normally go in with a couple layers of foundation as well. I don't tend to spot conceal or color correct. I just go in with more foundation. That's what I prefer and it works better for me because my skin reacts really weird to the pigment of like green color correct. So if you also react weird to it, this is a good method. Just go in with a little bit more foundation in areas that you need it after the first. So I normally just go right in here. That's where the majority of my hyperpigmentation shows up, as well as majority of my acne scars are all like in this little section. So I'm just gonna move this out of the way and then make sure that I'm getting in there nice and good. Yes. Oh no, I got it on my wig. Damn it. It's okay. We'll fix her later. This is what I get for not paying attention and just swiping around. It's hard because sometimes I'll use the monitor and I really shouldn't. I should be looking in my little mirror. And then going in definitely with some more just in these areas. Just start with a little bit more on the forehead. I'll go from there. And then always remember to just bounce your foundation in. I swipe around the brows just because that's like an easier way to do it, but the rest of your face, make sure you really just bounce it in. And take your time too if you know, are doing this thing that I'm doing too, where you do your eyes first because you don't want to destroy the line that you just made. So really take your time going around there. And always blend onto the ears so that your ears match your foundation. And then just bouncing it into my neck and dragging down. We want everything to match. Perfect. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. I am going to go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind. This is my favorite concealer ever. It works really, really well for my skin. I use the shade Light so that it's very brightening. And I find that on me specifically, like, this doesn't crease. So I really, really like this concealer. And then just bouncing in. See, it just makes you so highlighted. I love it. Especially if you are sleep deprived, highlighting your under eye is going to take wonders. It is so good. It takes years off my life. I always feel like I look more youthful and awake with a highlighted under eye. And then, of course, going down the nose and really blending this in. Getting the right in between here. Perfect. And then I am going to set everything with my Laura Mercier setting powder. Putting a good amount, and then I always like to start with the under eye so that we can avoid as much creasing as possible. And then just going in. Okay guys, so my mom called me and I was chatting with her, so I did finish the rest of my base off camera to just save us, you know, a little bit of time. I just went in with my Profusion contour palette and my Becca bronzer. Same old stuff that I always use. Now I'm going to finish up the bottom of my eye, going back into the Beauty Bay palette, and I am going to take... Let me grab this little brush, this cute little baby smudger brush, because I don't want to drag it out too far underneath the eye today. I really do want this to be the star. I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And none of these have like actual shade names. They're just like down in rows. So that's why I'm trying to show it. And I'm just going to start smudging this under the eye and really taking my time with it. I just want that little bit to add dimension, but I don't want it to go too crazy. Just like that, and then I'm going to deepen it slightly with this shade over here on the outer portions. So that it all just blends really nice into there. So now that we have that done, I am going to kind of go out of order. I think I want to highlight. I am going to highlight with my LA Colors Gleaming Goddess today. This one is just so pretty and just, oh, blinding. I love this one so much. And I am going to use my AOA Studios E126 and just starting with the tip of the nose, dragging it down. I'll actually take a different brush, I think. I go in with this one, which is, wait, are these both the same? The E127, not the E126. E127. I like this one a little bit more. I don't know why. They're almost the same. And just dabbing it. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go in with a different highlight. I like this one, but it's I think it might leave a cast now that I'm a little bit more tan because it has that white base to it. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I just thought about that because it works perfect for a nose highlight because your nose is always towards the light normally, but I was thinking about that for this side. So I am going to use my Makeup Revolution Raise the Bar Highlighter Reloaded highlighter and load this one up pretty good. This one is so bomb. And I don't get a cast from this one either. So I just thought about that. I was like, no, let me not destroy myself. There we go. Yes. Ah, this is such a good highlighter. And I think it's like $7 or something. It's crazy. And then I'm just gonna use my finger to just kind of tone this down a little bit. I went a little ham on that side right there. And then I am going to slightly top it in certain areas with my, what is this? Champagne highlight from Physicians Formula. Just on like the parts that are really gonna hit the light. I like to top it like that section so it'll just really come to life. But I'm also like a highlighter addict, so, and of course collarbones, because I don't know what I'm wearing today. I could wear an off the shoulder top, I could not, but at least underneath I'll know that I am glowing. Like, look at that. And then I do like to take my fingers sometimes when I layer highlights like that and really just make sure that they are mirroring together really nicely. You don't want a weird harsh line. I mean, maybe you do, but I don't know why you do because it looks crazy. And then for lips today, I think I'm just gonna go in with a liner and a gloss. I'm gonna prep my lips with my Victoria's Secret Pink Soft Shea Lip Balm though. This is my favorite lip balm right now, guys. It's so good. And it tastes and smells really, really nice. So I appreciate that about it. And for lip liner, don't you hate that when you're like used through it and you need to sharpen it? Let me find my sharpener. I found my ColourPop sharpener, all is well. So I am gonna use my L'Oreal Mattes It lip liner. This is the best lip liner that's ever existed. Like, it just glides on like butter. Just lining. I like to fill it in slightly, especially if I'm going to go in with a gloss. Boom. So now that we are lined, I am going to go in with my Peaches and Cream lip gloss in Honey. It's a little bit of like a deeper lip gloss. I love their glosses because they are so pigmented. They are bomb. UK makeup is just where it's at, guys. It just is. Like, lips looking juicy. And then I'm gonna quickly pop on my lashes so I can show you guys the finished look. I'm gonna pop on my Style 09 from Yellord Lashes and I'm gonna be right back. Okay guys, and this is the finished look for today. I just threw on this cute little mustard tank top that I have. I got this from Q. It's like a random little boutique in Valencia, California, but you can shop their stuff online as well. But this is the finished makeup look, just so you guys can see it more up close. I love how it turned out today. I'm really, really excited. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me as well. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next video. Bye, guys.